Hello.
Hi everyone! We have got today myself, we have got many more games. Oh, where's button? Stop making noise!
Pudding, pudding.
I don't know what it is. Sorry, that's a good start. Weird.
Calamus and stuff.
Alright, so yeah, we've got many more games here. We've got Kello, we've got Point 1985, we've got Base. No sound from Missy. Is that an upset? Apparently there's no sound.
Can you hear me?
One sec.
Google Docs. I love Google Docs. I love Google Docs.
I think I know why.
I can hear you. Oh, okay.
Alright, is that better? Can you hear me now, Base? Are you all good? Testing, testing.
I can't hear you on stream.
Not even now?
And I can't hear myself on stream. Oh, I can hear myself now, yeah.
Okay. Only slightly with an echo. Okay. That might be because the other mic might be picking up, but I've got my earphones in, so I'm not sure. Only slightly with an echo. Okay. So, I think I'm good to go, Base? I can hear you, Paul, no worries.
Can you hear me?
You're loud enough to be
That wasn't Point, that was me.
Yeah, I heard myself. I have the stream up. Mitzi, you're really soft on there.
Alright, let me
Yeah,
try
can you
that
raise
again.
your
Yeah. How's that? I've changed it now. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Is that louder? Much better. All right,
I can
perfect.
hear you.
So I'll start again. So hello everyone. Welcome to, why is it saying Hall of the Dragon Queen? I changed that to the one shot. I'm getting really annoyed with this thing now. I'm going to bash it. Why is it saying Hall of the Dragon Queen? We're not doing Hall of the Dragon Queen today. Right. Oh.
I'm so glad this isn't. Well, I know how to deal with it anyway because you have to deal with it. And
Yeah. Even if you
Xenia has
mess up.
base to do everything.
I had nothing prepared. I'm sorry. Not that one. I want to check.
Bit of a last minute thing, so
It
no
was a
worries.
last minute thing, yeah. So let's see. 5 hours. You'll see me just staring here. All right.
oh, this is so much easier. There we go. Finally, I can do this now.
So 1 second.
So, and the show.
Everything's slow. Right, there we go. So Halloween one shot. All right. And I want to not as a message. Okay. Better. Okay. Third time's the charm.
There
So,
we go.
Hi everyone and welcome. We're going to be chatting today about the Halloween one-shot that I will be dungeon mastering for. In the chat today we have got Point 1985. Can you just tell me the name, race and class of your character?
Hello? Yeah, sure. I play a Goliath, Vikal Agu. He's a level 16 barbarian, berserker barbarian.
Sweet.
He's a beast.
He
pretty
is a
much.
beast, yeah. I've read
He
his
loves to fight and
backstory.
he hates magic.
And then we've got many more games.
Pretty much.
Can you tell me a little bit about your character? Racing class and name?
Yes, my character's name is Garadrin Ironbeard, and he is a dwarf. He is a hill dwarf, and and he is also, funnily enough, because our DM has allowed us to use a few of more esoteric Unearthed Arcana classes, he is a stone sorcerer. So I'm quite looking forward. So he doesn't really think it's magic. It's just like his ability to use stone. It's like an extension of his dwarvishness. I can see some heated arguments between our barbarian friend, where he's like, "Stop using magic," and my guy's like, "It's not magic, it's dwarvishness," and just being able to like do his stuff. So yeah. He's a sort of a folk hero amongst the dwarves, and he is. I'm looking forward to fleshing him out a bit more because I've only really started creating him today.
You did, yeah. And
nice.
Kevin.
Hey, I'm going to be playing a ranger. His name is Sori Silverbow. He is a little bit slightly different elven character. He's one of the rare elves that have wings. And I've just started putting it together, so I don't have a whole lot to say about him yet.
What do you think his sort of personality might be? What sort of feel do you have for him at the moment? Just creating him.
He's going to be more of a loner, kind of an adventurer, kind of lives on his own kind of a thing. But we'll see. We'll see how it evolves as we put it together here.
I like it. Okay, so for all of you who don't know, the one shot, I'm trying to be careful not to give too much away. It's hard to know. I now understand Xander's, fun times with like, how much do I say? So the location theme is going to be the Arctic, and I've given a name for this location, and it is Snovas Lands. So Snovas Lands is where you're going to be headed. Okay, now just to add a little bit of flavour, in the RP chat in our Discord, I've given a little bit of some small information as the group, who have already known each other, are halfway towards travelling to this particular location. Okay, so in that flavouring, I basically said that after you went to sleep and you woke up, you started travelling, and then you came across some old huts, some boats that have been, covered in snow, and there's only the mast really that shows. There's a frozen pool that seems to be dedicated to a very old deity that you can't tell of. There's some weird slabs that have got strange symbols on with a part skeleton that you can make out in the centre. Already one of our characters, Thok, played by Basis of Operations, who's not here at the moment, he's already like, where's the treasure? As well as an interesting mound to explore. But now the winds have picked up, and it seems like there might be a blizzard on the way. All right, and so that's what I've given my players so far as they go towards. Why are they going to the Arctic? So the reason they're going to the Arctic is a while ago, our group, randomly around the same time, all went to a location to meet a political family called the Krazines. Okay, and the Krazines promised each of our players to complete a request. Sort of like the Godfather or the devil or something, I don't know. But like you go there for a wish and you hope that they'll help you with it. Unfortunately, they didn't quite live up to what the players each wanted. So again, think of it like the devil. You are, or like the film Bedazzled even, you ask for this type of request and, to be rich, but oh wait, you're a gangster, So not everything goes quite the way you think. So our players have a chance now to create what their promise was. Okay, and when they had travelled home or to the location of the promise later on, you realise that the Krazines had not lived up to what they promised. So you already met each other from being around that town around the same time, and you have written to each other saying, hey, they messed up, what the hell am I going to do now? And so what the group decided to do is to go to each of the players' promises to make it better themselves, to fix it themselves. And even after they did as much as they could to resolve what the cuisines were meant to do, after that they had more stories of the cuisines going off and promising and not living up to and causing some minor to major problems. And so the group have now gone off to sort of fix those problems. And the last bit of information they got was that there was a promise located in the Arctic, and now our players at level 16 are like, we're going to go see what we can do to help. Okay, so that is why they are traveling to the Arctic. Okay, so
Nice.
what's everyone's opinions of this so
Love it.
far? So, love it? Okay, I'll jump to you, Point.
Sorry, I missed that last part.
No, it's okay. I just said, so because you said you loved it, I was going to jump to you, Point, and say, what's your opinions of this starting story concept from your from your character's point of view?
Yeah, my character is also from the Arctic. He lives in the mountain peak, basically. Mm-hmm. And I feel like me and the Doric, we've been together for some time, on and off. I was in the military, so maybe that's how I met the family we're doing stuff for. Mm-hmm. And now I just want to find out why I'm not getting what I'm promised. Basically, I'm not sure what my request was yet. Mm-hmm. I have to think about it a bit. But as a Goliath, I'm like, if you promise something, you have to do it.
Yeah, Glass are very loyal, if I remember correctly.
That's how he feels about things. So he didn't get what he was promised. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so he's gonna go and ask why he didn't get what he wanted.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and one more thing I missed. My apologies. So when everyone had, before you started fixing each other's promises, you had travelled back to the cuisines after messaging each other saying, hey, they didn't do what we wanted. You travelled back to the cuisine family where they were last located because as a political family they were sort of doing a route, sort of talking to different communities, different tribes, different towns. And so the last location you saw them, where they were meant to stay, you went back and you realised they've disappeared. So you can't confront them. So I apologise, I forgot to mention that bit for the viewers watching the stream.
Yeah.
Okay, so Kevin, how...
Maybe to retcon...
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Point, to retcon?
To retcon that a bit? Yeah, like maybe they went there and they were not there, so... as Vikal, he thinks he has to maybe save the family because he still thinks they promised him something and they're gonna give it to him. Mm-hmm. But he doesn't think they're a bad family, like the guy, what you said, devil doesn't believe that.
A little shady.
He thinks he's just doing a job for them, and now he has to save them.
Yeah, I like it. Okay, and Kellum, what's your character's perception so far?
So far, he's happy that they're moving into the Arctic because it's an area that he excels in. So he feels like he's going to be able to contribute and help things along with this particular mission we have in mind. But he's trying to not give it a whole lot of thought of what's going on as to yet, and kind of spur of the moment type of a fellow. So he kind of waits until he's in the situation to react to what. We'll see how that turns out.
I like it. And I'll just read what Babe said in the chat. Thok, on the other hand, misheard promise and thought he was signing up as a treasure hunter. Course day is shady, always nighttime in the Arctic. I like it. And Base, if you have a chance, do you want to type in a little bit about your character? And Xander, what's your character's perception?
Oh, well, my character is a dwarf, and no one can hold a grudge like a dwarf. And if someone has promised a dwarf something, and that is an ironclad promise, and basically finding out that the person that is supposed to deliver on the help that he has been promised is now not doing what they should have done is an oath-breaking offence to my character. So he's a bit grumpy, he's a bit upset, and he's really upset with the fact that he has to trudge through snow and wasteland when he's only, he's only about 4.5 feet high. So he's a dwarf. His trouble's a bit closer to the ground, you might say. And so although he's a stone dwarf, he's got a lot of resilience. He's not enjoying. I mean, he probably likes snow and things like that because it's like rock and it's not all greenery, and he's quite happy with that. But at the same time, he prefers to be much higher up and to be surrounded rather than walking through a winter wasteland.
Yeah.
So. I'd say that Garadrin is not in the best mood at the moment, and he's probably a bit angry, but he's probably also a bit peeved by this barbarian who keeps glaring at him. Every time he talks with the stone, and so there's a bit of a thing brewing there.
Interesting.
Between him, he's definitely sort of playing with his mining axe. He's like wondering whether to take it to the stone or to the heads of the people around him.
Okay, that's pretty strong.
You can try.
Well, you know what? From my height, from my particular height, I'm in a very good position. Okay, you're a Goliath. You're like 7-8 feet tall. I can do an overhead swing, let's say. All right.
So
you guys
hit the stones,
far ahead of where I'm at. 'Cause I started to put this together. I haven't even thought about much yet, so you guys are killing me.
Yeah, I mean,
it's so good.
some people haven't seen already, but I mean, in the Discord, for example, I'm really enjoying Point's character Vical interacting with Snowy's character Doric, because as Point said, his character hates magic, and yet our friend Snowy is playing Doric, who is a blue fairy dragonborn wizard. So we're not just going to have one wizard, but we're going to have two wizards. A wizard and a sorcerer. So it's going to be interesting to see how Vical deals with all this magic, and how poor old Garadrin has to deal with the snow and the being unhappy about this promise not being kept, and there's a lot going on. I think, to be fair,
my character dwarf, he's going to be unhappy anyway. So
yeah. I mean, also we've got.
I think Vical, the first thing he'll say is and the first thing Vical would do is offer to carry the dwarf, just to
you do that.
Fight him.
You do that and see what happens.
Oh, it's gonna go down. Yeah, and also I'm really enjoying, for example, Doric's relationship already with Thok. Doric at the moment is kind of sort of mucking about with Thok, like, Thok's a bit stupid, so I'm just gonna keep winding him up and saying stuff, and that's funny. Base has posted his character in the chat, because he can't make it here at the moment. So Thok, a large and very stupid half-orc, has spent many, many years wandering the lands due to being exiled from his tribe due to him accidentally killing his father over a confusion over who owns an elk when it's killed. Perfect already. There's more. So, due to his superior strength and low intelligence, he has spent many years just scraping by, following whomever can give him shiny things for his time, or whomever can communicate effectively with him. He holds fond memories of a pajama-wearing little fellow. His name was Felix or something like that, and a lass he knew once who was also a puppy, or she owned a puppy or something.
Oh,
So
I can see some
that's
interesting.
so I love that.
dialogue between you.
That's brilliant.
So you were a pajama wearing person then, Xander, because you played Felix in Adventure League.
I was a monk.
Pajamas.
Of course, I was wearing pajamas.
I just want to look at Doric's
brilliant.
size
How many-
because I know Doric's going to be
Oh
small.
my god, I got 16 sorcery points. I love it.
Hey,
16.
Kelvin! Thanks for the follow, honey. How have you been? Bay says, hashtag throwback to the old Adventure League. Definitely. Kelvin, thank you for coming in and giving a follow. Alright, so...
Alright, I don't know whether this is weird. My character has 177 hit points.
No,
As a
that's not
sorcerer.
too bad.
Wow.
That's pretty
As
good.
a sorcerer, well, sorcerers only get points a level, but because he's a stone sorcerer, he's a dwarf, he gets +1 extra level, so that's 5. And then because he's a stone sorcerer, he gets +1 extra level as well, so that's 6. Plus his constitution +5, which is retroactive. So if you have your character, remember, constitution increases level, you get +1 for every level that you went up. So
When he adds it.
so he 77 hit points. That is, I need to double check that. That's insane.
That's a whole
No,
lot
I
more
think
than
that's
I've
correct.
Well, I got 177 hit points class.
Yeah, that's insane. You'll be the front line.
You're the barbarian. I'm the sorcerer. What's the sorcerer doing in the front line?
My AC is 16
got.
because
Whatever he
I'm
wants
unarmored.
with 170.
Yeah, but you take half damage for everything.
Yeah, only physical though, and I got a feeling it's not physical we're dealing with at this level.
Yeah.
Well, you go forward, and I'll put the aegis on you, and I'll put an aegis on you, and then basically get damage target is reduced by 2 plus my sorcerer level divided by 4, so 6 damage is reduced on you every single time you get hit.
Oh,
What's that?
I can't do it on myself.
Base
almost
said...
at 200 hit points.
Oh, 200, that's mad. Bay said, anyway, currently Stock has no idea whom or what he's working towards because the last thing he knows for sure, there was something about treasures and promises. Keothon says, audio is a bit stuttery, and Bay said, unfortunately, yeah, we don't have his computer. Keothon says, Dragon Disciple is a thing. Dragon Disciple? I don't know Dragon Disciple. What is that?
What is
thing?
that?
Never heard of Dragon Disciple. Don't know what that is.
No, I don't know either. Can you tell us what it is, Keothon? So I am kind of wondering whether I want to give you a very small sneak peek of what maybe one monster you could be facing. Do I want to do that?
Okay.
I wouldn't mind it.
You wouldn't mind it.
I should have how many cantrips?
You're not allowed to change your character though. That's the thing.
6.
Oh,
Jeez,
okay. So Dragon Disciple, it's a melee sorcerer, prestige class from AD&D.
Yeah, all right.
Okay.
Yeah, that's advanced indeed. But you can be I think the only wizard fighting class I know is the Singer, which you can only be an elf. And basically lets you wear armor and basically cast spells to make them really great. There's a lot of spells there's a number of spells on the wizard's list. Which really wouldn't play unless you were a blade. There's like one which lets you like do all these multiple attacks with swords and things. And that is like you basically imagine you're like a Flash. That's what you basically become for like 1 minute. You're able to like fight.
Yeah.
Your audio was really
right.
distorted. Yeah.
Is mine better now? I'm now a bit closer to the screen. Is that better?
No, it's just distorting,
it's
like echoing.
distorting.
Well, okay, that's weird.
Yeah, Space said, wow, Zard became a
should I refresh?
Cyberman.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you could. Then he comes back and he won't be able to hear anyone. Or he only hears one person and we don't hear
Sounds good.
him and Is he back
Can you
yet?
hear me?
I can hear Point.
You guys sound absolutely fine to me.
I hear Kevin. No, it was on the stream. He was sounding really
You got me?
funky. I can hear Point. Xander is not back yet for me. Now I have the buffer monster. Anyone else or just me? What's going on? Okay. Are we all good? Oh, I hear voices.
As well.
I
Hear
can hear you.
Point. Kevin? Xander? Xander? Yeah, Xander, you're still frozen. Just wondering if there's something I could do to fix it. Oh. Let's see. And go to Discord. I'm going to try refreshing Roll20. 1 second. Okay. Alright, so I need to refresh, which might mean I have to refix everything. Refresh. Let's see how this goes. Sorry about this, everyone. Come on. Close. All right, let's try that again. So. All right, this is going wonderfully. Right, I am just refreshing, trying to get Roll20 up again. It's been a little while since this laptop's had to stream. Yeah, all the issues. What's happened there? Okay, good. Let's see. Fingers crossed. All right, still loading. Okay, can't see anything. Good. Okay. And just let load. Okay, good. It's on the 2 I want. Hello? Can you hear me? Come on, baby. You can hear me? Good. No one else. All right, okay, so. Might have to refresh my thing. But I should hear you anyway because you're recording your voice separately. Yes, I am. Oh, no. I would change this to the be right back screen, but I don't want to do anything right now to that part. I just want to microphone check, reconnect. And anytime, reconnect. Hello? Hello? I feel like today is cursed now with this. I'll try refresh again. Come on, let me be lucky. Hello? I know, I keep refreshing. I can't hear Xander or Point yet either. Wondering if we may have to move to just Discord voice chat or something.
When you go to the high it's going to make it
I say Discord and Roll20 is like, no, we'll work. I hear Xander.
Can you?
Yep, I hear you.
I can't hear you. Let me refresh.
No, don't refresh.
Can you hear me,
I
Mitzi?
hear Point. Yes, I hear you. Yeah, but you don't matter. Come on, Xander. Come back. Come back. Come on. Come on. Come on, MMG. Oh, don't freeze on me. Base says, yeah, I can hear Xander. Point.
You still have 2 weeks, so
I still have time, yeah.
one spell
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah, I have to figure something out. Just try. I to be fair, I think I know what the problem is, but I just didn't have time to do anything about it. Basically, when I was doing my overlays, he froze again while he is refreshing. Yeah. So for the overlays, I find it easier to use Streamlabs OBS for when I was creating the chapter 2 for the Kobold Cavern and stuff. But I haven't yet moved it over to OBS Studio, and OBS Studio doesn't much CPU, stress as Streamlabs. So yeah, something I'll have to remember to have prepared. And now, are you still there, Point? Sandra? Anyone? I heard Point and then Point disappeared. Sorry? It is a stream killer. You're absolutely right, Base. I think I'll try and get everyone to move to Discord. Oh, no, we don't want that. 1 second. Let me... Doop. Yeah, so... Yes, Discord. I need to do it on the other one. I'm on the wrong... Yes. Hi, let me just move over to the laptop because I pressed automatically on my phone. Alright, so I want that. Alright. Don't need Roll20 up, so... Alright, let's go to Discord. Again, I would go to pause for the for BRB, but I don't want to. Yeah, if you're free to join on chat, that's fine. Don't forget though, if I'm playing or taking part on a stream, I can stream for you instead of you having to do it. Oh, that's true actually. I forgot about that for the one shot. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, feel free to jump in the Discord chat. I think we'll be in the streaming Meeple Palace thing. I'm just trying to get on there on the laptop so I can catch it on stream. This is so exciting. Sorry, guys. I had to close that again. All right. Let's see. Oh, no, I need to go to the app, not Discord website. Website's okay for texting, typing messages, but not for... That's right, I remember now. I think I can go to BRB. 1 second.
No more country, but
Hello,
I
everyone.
would play.
Welcome back to the Halloween one-shot, where everything's just going wrong with technology, basically. I'm not bothering to put
It's not a
videos
horror
in.
show.
It's Halloween, it's horror, so it suits me quite well then, actually, doesn't it? But yeah, so before everything was going horribly wrong, I was going to just give you a sneaky weaky peek on what particular monster or enemy you may be facing. I'm going to do that on my phone.
I'm up for that.
I'll do that on my phone so I don't stress the computer out. Like, please don't die on me again. I'm also going to hide the names because at the moment it doesn't matter. I'm a bit blank.
Can you show it on stream? There's no camera at the moment.
No, there is no camera. There's only me showing a camera, Xander isn't, so
I am.
I don't see you.
I'm
Not on Discord.
Not
It's
on
on
Discord.
Roll20, yeah.
No, I'm not doing on Discord because I'm using my tablet for Discord
Yeah.
at the moment.
Alright, so let's make sure I've got all the volume down. Check. Good. Alright, so what monster do I want to share?
Congratulations. Don't share the monsters. Just tell us. Why don't you share a location? We might.
You can okay, so it will be resembling a dungeon.
Dungeons and Dragons. I like it.
Sorry?
Do we need dark vision?
I have it.
If you got torches, you're fine.
Alright.
No, there will be certain lighting and stuff as well, so I'm not going to be completely,
What was that about being weak?
Hawk would like to start rage treasure hunting.
Of
You can't
course
even
he
see in the
would.
dark.
What was your class, Spock?
I hit things really hard.
You're a barbarian as well?
Yep.
Oh, me too. That's gotta be fun.
We can all get
Let's
hit
see who
really
rages
hard.
hardest.
Alright, so let's see. Which one do I want to share with you? So I'm just curious, what Arctic creatures do you know of?
Polar bears.
A frost giant.
Okay.
The white fluffy pillow sort.
Okay. I will definitely. Well, okay. So you mentioned frost giant. I'll definitely say that there could be a possibility you would encounter one.
I imagine we're level 16, so we should be able to handle it.
Yeah, I think so. All right, and then.
I love how she says that with condescension.
Dire wolves,
Yeah.
probably.
I think so.
No, basic
Puppies!
Puppies.
puppies.
I love puppies.
The mountain goat Xani is riding on?
Maybe.
It's a camel. It's a camel I'm riding on.
Oh yeah, the snow camel.
That's dinner.
That's what the man
Yeah,
who told me.
yeah.
That's what the man who told me about it. Yeah, he said it was a snow camel.
Okay, so is there anything that you'd be really worried about facing?
An affiliate. Anything that like you smack your brain. That's a
Yeah,
pretty
same wisdom
scary.
saving throws.
I'm okay with that. It's the intelligence ones.
I'm not. I'm on a minus one, I think.
What's wisdom?
Wisdom.
I'm sorry. I'm just thinking now about that guy who couldn't see the door of the dungeon. You know, it's like. Behind you, I've been up till 4 a.m. setting this dungeon up for you. I'm going to give you my glasses of plus 10 perception.
I can barely hear you, Xani.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's better.
Hear me now.
Can you hear me now?
hear me?
Can you hear me?
Good save on the stream. Let's see.
Use your imagination. Too many tech problems.
Couldn't
Theater of the
I
Mind.
was just like, I don't have it in me anymore. I really don't.
No worries.
Just
no
tell the
worries.
folks at home, Faces decided to take one day off. And it all went to shit.
What was
Everything
it?
went to shit.
You messaged what, like 10 to 9 or something? It was like, I might not make it. Ah! I have to sort stuff. Alright, I will definitely tell you that you may also face Remo has.
Never heard of it.
No?
She said ram. It sounds like dinner.
Oh, dinner.
No, Remo has. And for example, it would be classed as critical. What is it? CR11. So.
Okay.
A big dinner.
Oh, yeah.
It counts as huge. So yeah. 15 by
Really
15.
big dinner.
I have powerful build. I can carry it.
You can carry it. You probably could actually, yeah. You probably don't have much issue with encumbrance, do you?
Nope.
I'll definitely tell you 2 actions it can do. It can do bite, and it can do swallow.
Oh.
Oh,
No worries.
dinner that
Fuck
fights
them.
back. Dinner that fights back.
You've got a bigger
I've
mouth.
missed stock. Yeah, you will need a bigger mouth.
I'm hungry now. I would like to rage eat.
If we feed it the orc, it might just leave us alone. He's a big fella.
Yes.
Yeah,
Big
you.
fella longer.
Yeah, actually, point. What size would a Goliath be? Would it be classed as a huge 10 by 10?
No, he's medium.
Oh, he's still medium.
He's medium, but he's like 8
Top end. Your life should be
the
the top
size
end.
larger.
Oh,
When carrying.
Top end of
okay.
medium, yeah.
Yeah,
It'd be
I
the
was
top end of medium.
Yeah.
curious.
Ironically,
Like the
actually,
strength of a
straight
huge.
yellow.
Yeah.
I play the top end of a medium with Rogar, so and actually Thok isn't actually as big as he is, but he's possibly stronger.
Okay, that's not too bad then. All right, so what else can I tell you? There will be things to find.
I'll rage loot.
Yep, literally.
I'll break the ice for you. You can jump in the water.
I could break my own ice, thank you.
See, this is where I'm not quite sure. So, Thok and let me just double check. Vikal, do you both have the ability where you can sense when things are not right around you?
Yes.
Yeah, that's primal
Danger sense.
danger sense, as well as is it primal instinct or something?
I find out something
Something
dangerous
instinct,
going to
yeah.
bite me.
That's it.
Feral, yeah.
Feral instinct gives us advantage on initiative. What was the
That's
other
right,
one? There
yeah.
was one.
Danger sense is everything based on dex. We can see it coming.
Yeah, we can see it coming, so we can't fall into a trap.
We have the persistent rage, so we can't die basically.
Yeah, you can give yourself back 1 HP, can't you, if you go to 0 flat?
No,
This
we
is
can-
interesting, actually. Actually, this is interesting because I need to ask, a rules as written issue. Mm-hmm. Being a half orc,
I know this.
I also don't fall down to 0 hit points.
You can use it
I know
twice.
this because I'm watching a campaign where it has the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Being a half orc, you go down to 0. Your half orc ability comes in, so you're back to 1. You get hit again. Your barbarian thing comes in, so you come back to 1.
Nice.
Then the
Stop knocking me
level
over.
15 thing comes in, and we make con saves. We can't die.
No.
It's impossible.
Nice.
Yeah, so basically it's rules as written. Because I think that's a bit more fun than rules as intended. Oh, it says I could do it like, because I remember watching that with Xander on maybe High Rollers, I can't remember. And basically they were saying, as rules is written, you could do a spell, do the spell on what you made a spell on, and then that spell, like it was like a duplicate of yourself or a duplicate of someone else, and then that could do a duplicate spell as long as that, or it's duplicated, it can do magic, and basically it can roll and roll and roll. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool. That's fun. If you can keep up with it, then go for it. Knock yourself out, literally. So yeah, the only reason I wanted to know was because there could be, of course, instances where you may come across said trap. So I was curious as to when I have to let you know before I let the others know, because I may do whisper rolls. So I'm like, because like if you can't be trapped and you can sense danger around you.
I think it's advantage. We only get advantage on the dex saving throw. It's not like we can see it coming, but we have advantage on the saving throw.
Oh,
So
okay.
so unless somebody disarms the trap, unless somebody disarms said trap before a barbarian triggers it, the trap's still active. So you tell us, oh, by the way, now you need to make a dex save, and we're like, why? Because you just fell down a hole. We still fall down the hole, but we get advantage on the dex save to try and prevent it.
But what about
As
the
opposed
ability
to-
you have where you can sense something around you? Is that the same one? Because I thought that was a different. That's instinct.
That's Rogar's feat, where he has the alert feat, which means he can't be surprised and be surprised by any traps. But that's a feat that Rogar has.
No, I saw Vikal had something like that as well. Let me just check your character sheet because I want to just double check
I
it.
don't think so, but
Let's see. So, is it danger sense? Second level, you gain.
I can't be. Do you mean I can't be feared, or
Is it feral instinct? Brutal. 1 second. I do like Vikal's intimidating presence. That's pretty cool.
I think Will has it as well.
Yeah, I've got it too. Yeah, to be honest with you, both Doc and Vikal have basically got the same character sheet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you're right. It was danger sense that I was thinking of, but I was thinking that the deck save was on a different ability. Okay, so that's fine.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have fun with you.
The wording is a bit
You
strange.
got a couple of barbarians. You know, this is going to be funny because basically you're going to have this. You've got this story in mind, and then you know you've got these traps, you've got these corridors, you've got this stuff, and you got a couple of barbarians that are just going to say, "Screw that! We're going to break it all down."
Yeah, if we decide to raid, we just have to go in.
I just go through the wall.
Yeah. And we have a warlock or sorcerer. What is Stanny? He can twin haste us, so we can
He's a dwarf
take the
sorcerer.
stacks every round.
I am a dwarf sorcerer. For fun.
Yeah. So if he takes twin haste, we can do 2 actions every turn.
As well as the 2 attacks that we already get.
I get 3.
Is
I don't
it
even
3?
know. I mean, my sorcerer might not
It's 2 on our attack round and 1 for bonus action if we do the
Frenzied Rage.
and I'm gonna do it every time.
Yeah, I tend to.
Exhausting points galore.
I mean, yeah. To be fair, I mean, the thing is, if you're raging, I tend to only do it like once because of being exhausted once is fine because then when you're raging the second time, all of the disadvantages because you're raging are pretty much gone.
Yeah.
You just don't get the advantages that come with it. So it's just like. Yeah, I'll reckless once, frenzy once, and then
I'm imagining if we fight and we go frenzy, after that we're gonna have to take a long rest because we're gonna be spent after every fight. There's no easy fights at level 16.
I mean, it depends. I mean, obviously, again, it depends on the one shot. It depends on how long it's going to be. I mean, it's.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of thinking because the map is on a slightly big scale because I wanted to give different avenues, different possibilities. It really depends where you go and, what you find and to the story. So, to be fair, you could still complete the story but not complete the map.
Well, you should prepare to have the story prepared. and we do the one shot, and we only get 1% done.
I have a second story. Like, for example, if you love your characters and you like me DMing and everything, and you want to continue, then I'm happy to add on. I've got another thing in mind that would still connect to what you've been doing. So
stop trying to make it cooler game than my whole.
Hey, your Hall of the Dragon Queen is amazing. So shut your beautiful face. So it's interesting though because
it's cancelled.
no, Vistra. But no, because Vistra's just got her little wizard book, so it's like magic, more magic. So
don't tell them that; they don't know that yet.
Oh, I forgot.
Giving away story arc.
Well, they're gonna find out later. It's fine. They just don't know.
But they're supposed to find out when we reveal it, not about another game. Thank you very much.
I'm sorry, DM.
How much planning do I have to do to make sure that you get something?
We triggered him. We triggered him.
It's done now.
Oh, points like I want to be a fighter. Oh god, now I've got to like.
Ladies and gentlemen at home, please stand by while we witness the domestic.
Yeah.
I'm not. Stop crying, I think.
No. But also it's interesting, jumping back to my one shot. It's interesting though between
your campaign, shall we? All right.
Yeah.
Fine.
So it's interesting like with Garadrin. It's interesting with Garadrin because you don't actually seem to have that many spells at the moment. You've got some cantrips, you've got some level 1 spells. A level 2 spell.
I think we may have Snowy coming back to us in a minute, but he's actually sitting down. He's just sitting down on the stream. And he's the only one there. So Snowy,
join the Discord.
Discord,
Snowy, Discord.
Yeah.
Oh, he's back. There you go. I mean, just can you wait a minute? He said he can't hear me. Wait a minute. I'm gonna.
Okay.
Hey, Snowy. We're on the Discord chat because everything fell apart. Can you jump onto the Discord chat? Sorry. Bye.
So, funny enough, yeah, Doric's interesting because Doric's got up to level 5. Level 5 spells. That's pretty cool. Hi, Snowy. Welcome in.
Hi.
Everything just went horrible when you left.
Thok is currently trying to find Doric because he just, he was there 1 minute and then he disappeared, and Thok has absolutely no idea where he went.
Yeah. And
He's looking under twigs.
This is going back to the Discord though, for the viewers at home. Yeah, this is part of the Discord RP text chat channel. It's a bit of a mouthful to say, but yeah.
Yeah.
So as I said before at the start,
we need Doric to tell his character first, I think.
Yes, please, Doric.
For the chat. If he's here.
I think he's here.
He was. I did hear him. Snowy, come back.
I think he's loading.
Disable the camera.
Is he in? Snowy?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yay, fantastic.
It's me. I'm here.
Perfect. Can you... That's all right. Can you tell us a bit about your character from your perception of what you know about the story so far and who you think your character's like?
Where to start? Doric is this cute little fairy dragon who loves to play tricks. He's very funny. He's very sweet. He also has he has a little familiar, Helia, who is a pseudo dragon. Also, I love messing with stupid people like Thok.
Yeah, we were just talking about that. And can you also explain to us a little bit about so you're a fairy dragon and you're a wizard. What was it like from where you originated and how it was when you met the group from your own eyes?
Doric had good mastery in Blue Dragon. But other than that, everyone thinks Doric is a little annoying boy. He's okay. But other than that, everything. But as for things, the ways, as for how things are right now, it's just trying his best to keep warm. He's a little annoyed because I heard a little bit while I was away.
Mm-hmm.
is just he's hoping that this is all worth it, to be honest, and he's hoping to uncover some sort of secret knowledge to put into his heart of knowledge to open new wizards and sorcerers. Yes.
Of course it'll be worth it. There's millions of treasures.
Yay! That's good.
Yeah, there will definitely be things to find.
Yeah. Also, yeah. But other than that, and in the current kind of situation, Dork is just trying his best not to laugh his ass off.
Well, Doc running around looking for treasure as the wind picks up in the Arctic. Yeah.
Doc's still trying to figure out whether he's a fairy or if he's a dragon.
Dork can never tell.
See,
Yeah, Vika would be just sitting in a corner like, oh no.
Yeah, literally. I mean, I can kind of see Doric treating Thok the way that Xander's character Felix treated Thok in Adventure League, which was basically when Thok entered a room, like a bedroom, Xander's character Felix was like, "Ooh, there could be treasure under the mattress." So the Thok goes over and looks, treasure. No treasure. Could be in the mattress. Rip. No treasure. So basically that was like Felix.
I think the thing is though, and I mean I'm sure Xander will back me up on this one or you either confirm or deny.
Yeah.
But I think Felix kind of found Thok endearing and kind of like, he's simple but he had his uses. Whereas, and kind of like, okay, let's just throw him a bone, because when it's necessary, he'll be useful.
Well, to be honest, right, when I was playing Felix, I was playing him as a bit of a goody two, and I was like, but I'm a half-elf. I was kind of chaotic, and I was trying to think of a way that I could, a bit mean, but not too. So I was like, all right, I tell you what, I'm not going to pick on, but I'm going to directed to do what amuses. So that's kind of where I was going with the thing.
Basically, give Doric as much information of how to mess with Thok as possible.
It's brilliant because Thok has absolutely no idea he's being fucked with. He just has no idea. He thinks everybody is trying to do him a favour. It's like, yeah, there'll be treasure over there. Oh, okay.
Yeah. I will say I think Dork will mess with Doc the most out of his 12 party members, unless he finds someone else more entertaining.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think Vika would step in a few times because as a fellow barbarian and non-magic user, he has the urge to protect him a bit, maybe. So
you're going to be the mummy of the group
is,
then, Point.
What's really going to be interesting, give the viewers at home an interesting tidbit, is that Thok might take that as a case of he's trying to get in on his treasure.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, Vika would be done with it pretty quickly.
Don't mess on him. It's like, don't mess with my treasure.
It's mine.
Sort yourself.
That was quite good. Remember when we were like, let's find it. It's like one for you, one for me, one for you, 1, 2 for me, 1, 2 for you. He's just doing that. And it just looks like, yeah, that's many lots, right? And like, that's many. That's a lot.
Yeah. And just to give Snowy some information, because I'm not sure what you heard, but basically, I have informed the group that you could be facing a frost giant, as well as Rema has. And if you don't know what
lunch,
a big lunch,
big lunch,
and breakfast.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
very good purpose.
So Remoraz are classed as a CR11, and they are actually 15
Don't tell
by.
us everything about them.
I'm not. 15 by 15 is their size.
That's not.
Big
It's
lunch
big.
that fights back.
Might not be alone.
Maybe hopefully
There's enough. There'll be enough for seconds.
Doric gets to eat all the candy he can, or sweets, or is there no sweets? Doric, unfortunately, very much disappointed there is no cookie.
love it so much. I really can't wait to meet this group already. Unfortunately, Kellum's gone because he had to leave, but it was really cool getting to know his character too. So yeah, it's really coming along really well. And I know that Kellum and Xander have literally just created their characters almost like today. So
I'm doing the spell list at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh, but wait, does anyone know how tall or not very tall Dork is, or did you not tell this thing?
I didn't say. That was actually the first thing I went to check on the character sheet before I got sidetracked. And I'm actually glad you asked that because you reminded me. So how tall is Doric? Because is he like kobold size?
Roughly, Doric is 4'2".
Okay.
I'd say around half. I'd say like close to a halfling.
Close to a halfling. All right. And what about you, Xander, for your dwarf sorcerer?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
How tall is your dwarf sorcerer?
Oh God, I haven't done a dwarf. Dwarfs are about 4 foot something high. Remember, he is, but he's not. He's probably about crotch height with a Goliath. You know, he's.
I love your measurement. Here's a Goliath. There's the crotch. Yeah, that works. That's the line.
There's a reason.
The reason?
Right.
I missed that bit, Xander, for me anyway.
I just said there's a reason that dwarfs are the dominant mountain Goliaths, right?
Ooh, that's a little bit of a burn.
Only because they is good at hiding.
Yeah,
basically when everybody's vulnerable, the arms, it's much easier.
I will definitely say there's possibility there might be some sneaky creatures, so be warned. And just for Doric's information, you may come across some of your very distant own kind from your family tree.
Flying dinner.
Sorry?
Flying dinner.
And Snowy, what did you say?
I was like, much excited. What do you mean?
So I mean that.
Don't tell him. I wanna. Don't tell him. Don't tell him. I want to see his face when it happens. I don't even know what it is. I don't even know what it is.
Well, I just said that it's his old distant family relation. Like he's a dragonborn fairy. What else starts with a D?
Okay. Oh my God, we're related.
Yeah, you're related. You and Doric are totally related. Anything else with a D?
Doc could be very disappointed if it's a dwarf.
We will drink until the morning. You know, dunking him into a pot of ale. Dunking him into a pot of ale over and over again. Drink!
It's not that! Dork goes off.
You're not supposed to hold your breath. You're supposed to drain the glass.
I know what else begins with D. The fairies.
The fairies. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh God.
This is gonna be such a shit show.
It really is. It was gonna be funny. I seriously.
Oh,
think
it's gonna be so
funny.
much fun. I love this.
Yeah.
Am I coming in okay?
Yeah, you're coming in okay. I think I need to turn you up somehow though, Snowy. You're a little bit quiet on my end.
You can put them up to 200 in Discord.
Yeah.
Alright, so I know that. So Xander's playing a dwarf.
Dwarf sorcerer.
Is a Goliath. Okay, yeah, sorcerer. Yeah.
Yep.
But are you a dragonborn or are you another race?
Me?
I was orc.
Oh, base is an orc. Yeah. How far?
Well,
Oh, that's why this. I'm like, okay. Like I just imagine the Dork just plotting, just like he's perfect. He's Dork.
Basis is a Dragonborn fan, but he did choose a different race once upon a time.
What Will, Base? What is
Missy,
your
can you just take the front
other
door for me? I'm
half
pretty sure
of
I
orc?
locked it, but
I will.
I can hear Loki doing his jumps.
Well, this is the thing. His other half, I don't think he knows. He doesn't have any idea.
Oh, okay, because that's the fun part sometimes. A half orc.
Yeah.
It can be anything.
Okay.
Can you really?
Well, it's just a flavor thing, but you can say I'm a half Goliath orc or half Aarakocra orc. You have feathers on your back.
I'm just funny.
I might have to think that one. I might have to think that one through.
That would be just RP wise would be so much fun.
What was that? Sorry, I had to check the door.
You're asking what the other half of my orc was, but I haven't actually figured that one out.
Ah, interesting. I kind of just
So
assumed it's
everybody
human.
always assumes it's human.
Yeah.
But it can be anything, basically.
Yeah. Might have to think that
No,
one
not
through.
stat wise, just RP wise.
Yeah.
The thing is, I'm not really sure that Thok would actually have the intelligence to know. So this is the thing, is that if I do choose one, it's going to be a case of I'll give him an RP thing, but unless anybody picks up on it and asks him about it, nobody would know because Thok has absolutely no idea. So it's it's not one of those things that he would do knowing that it's his other half trait. It would just be a case of he does it because that's what he does.
Yeah.
So we would have to ask, like, who was your father? Oh.
Oh, everyone's gone quiet. There we go. Everyone's back now.
What
Yes, Noe?
be the age rating of? Oh, sorry. I was just asking, what would be the age thingy of this one-shot stream? Just for a little joke. I'm just wondering.
Oh, what your age is? Or what the
like
year
the age
is?
range of like the. Like how like how Xander's game is PG-13 or something. What would be this?
Oh, okay. So this would be the same. It would be PG-13. I don't mind like in Xander's you slip like one swear word or something once in a blue moon, but not like F-bombs everywhere and stuff like that.
No.
No,
I was saying
yeah.
because there was a joke that I might have Doric make a joke. There might be a joke that I might have Doric make about Doc, which I don't know if that'd be PG-13 or not.
Send me a message. Send me a private message with what sort of jokes you're thinking of that you would like to point towards Doc. And if I feel it's not appropriate, I'll tell you. If I think it's fine, then you can go for it. So yeah, because I think, I just think,
whatever.
Yeah, Base.
I was gonna say it's fine though because whatever joke you make about Thok, he wouldn't get it.
No, you wouldn't. I know that. Yeah. Oh god, I want to tell you all the other monsters you could be facing. Like,
No, don't do it. Don't do it.
Okay, I sent you that.
So I have to do every week. Put up with it.
Oh, three voices. Point.
Yeah, I'd like to know the family. I forgot the name.
Okay, so the political
family
that promised that didn't go very well was the Krezines.
Do we know the home they live in and what does it look like? Can you tell us that?
You just know that they were a bit shady. They
they're
were a political family. They were traveling through different towns and cities and tribes, just basically, rubbing shoulders with other high officials, things like that. So,
and we know where they're from?
Originally, no. They've got a bit of a shady background, a bit of a mysteriousness to them. So there's not much that you're going to know about them specifically.
Like how much people would trust them? I try to get a feel for that.
Yeah, I mean, it depends. I mean, as I said in Discord, like, you feel that there is a shadiness about them. So It depends
Okay.
how your character is with that level, really.
Yeah, for me, there's like if someone makes a promise, they keep it. There's no other way. There's like that's not in his mind that someone can break a promise.
Yeah. Well, these people, you were desperate. All of you were desperate to, get some help for something. That's up to you
Oh,
to
we have to
decide what it
figure that
is.
out, right?
Yeah, exactly. So that's for you to decide what you were so desperate of. Was it helping a friend?
Yeah.
Was it your family? Was it something to do with work? Was it about getting some amazing treasure?
Oh,
Who knows?
Yes.
oh, I have something.
Yeah,
Great.
and obviously you go to them. They said they would help
keep
you
it a secret?
100%. No, you are more. Well, no, technically no, because you would all share it because you were all around the same time with the cuisines. You sort of came about the same time to ask them for stuff. Almost like the Godfather. Like, they're in town. Quick, go ask them for something you desperately want. So you did that. You were all there. You spoke a little bit to each other, then you go back to your life, realise after a time that the promise wasn't kept fully, and then you contacted each other saying, hey, what the hell, they didn't do what we wanted. You then travelled back to the cuisines, they have disappeared. Looks like somebody made them disappear, but that's all I'm going to say on that matter. And then you all decided, because you all had empathy for each other, that you would help each other fix each other's, the promises you wanted. So technically, no,
Yeah.
you wouldn't have kept it a secret, otherwise they couldn't have helped you resolve it. But it's up to you how much they resolved it. Did you still manage to get everything you wanted or not? Depending on the situation.
I thought of what he wanted.
Mm-hmm.
The warhammer I have. It
Yes.
was made by the god of fire for our tribe, and it's magical. But Vikal hates magic, so he never got attuned to it. So it's basically a normal warhammer for. So he went to the family to figure out how he could get attuned to the warhammer without using magic, and they promised him they could do it for him somehow. And now he still doesn't have the benefits of the magical warhammer.
I like
No, he
that.
doesn't.
That's good. Yeah, that would be absolutely fine. Yeah.
I'm just having a bit of a side. Oh, of course, because Vakil and Doric Major. I was just having a bit of a side chat with Snowy, because I don't think Thok would have ever made any deal to get promised. But I think it is if somebody in the party wanted a bodyguard, and they made a deal with these people, that actually all they would need to do is just kind of promise Thok that he'd get treasure for being a bodyguard and just going along.
Okay, so you were more so Thok is more like a bodyguard that was with one of the party members that wanted desperately a promise, basically.
Yeah, because I don't think Thok really wants for anything. He just likes shiny things.
or the family told you that they would get you an insane amount of treasure if you do this for them.
Yeah.
And you never got it.
Doric probably would have asked, like, if, say, there was promise of him finding magical books or documents about history or spells.
Mm-hmm. I like that as well. Yeah, because
Makes
that
sense.
works very well with your backstory from what I've read. Yeah.
For anyone that is kind of reading the kind of little Discord chat right now, basically that's kind of what I'd say he'd be doing right now, Doric.
Okay. Is that in the RP text or is that in a...
Here.
Okay.
Text right now.
Oh, okay.
Big muscled friends.
Good on Jesus. Alright, cool. So yeah, I'm just going to, because I technically haven't chosen what the cuisine family is, so I'm just going to have a quick look at what race I feel they would be best suited. So 1 second. I do want to let you know what that race would be. So
I'm so taking the spell reverse gravity.
Thuck is currently going through his coins and getting rid of all of the yellow ones because they're not as shiny as
They're not as nice, are they? It's so shiny as the silver one.
the yellow ones. Are horrible.
The family would be elves, right? Because we're all different things, and we all are a bit shady on elves.
I don't know if an elf would suit them. I mean, I was kind of thinking maybe lizard type of person.
Dark of what's they called? The dark elf from the under.
Oh, you mean drow?
Drows.
I don't really know how drows would work though above ground. You know, being able to be political and being accepted by many different people because of their past.
What they are.
Yeah.
It's always nighttime in the Arctic.
True, they would be okay that way. Yeah.
Except in summer, it's always daytime, but.
Nighttime. I love walking with the night side.
So Doc is just trying to consider how it could be daytime all the time, but sometimes it's light time.
Oh, Vikal would try to explain it to him.
Yeah.
Like the sun.
I wonder what would have to say just for fun, like if say somewhere in the adventure, like exploring, and Dorothy is feeling a little tired or whatever, he decides to polymorph himself to about to make himself look like a true fey dragon. So then him and the same size, they can sit on someone's shoulder. It's like it's like these tiny little dragons.
I like that. I don't see why not.
Yeah, Dork likes doing that from time to time, make himself look like a tiny dragon, just so he can work like that. Being.
If Doric does that and he tries to come near Vikal, he just finger flick him in the face. Fuck out of my face.
Sock is still trying to figure out how the sun could be down and up in different parts of the world at the same time. So if it's daytime all the time sometimes, is it nighttime elsewhere all the time?
Oh no! Just imagine having the dwarf there being grumpy all the time.
Well, Mike, you never know. Thorgrim might turn out to be quite cheerful. When later on, he might just be having a bad day.
Yeah, sure.
He might be the little ray of sunshine.
See, I actually.
He might not even be Scottish at all. He might be a. He might be a.
He might be Irish.
But you know what? He might even be a Welsh dwarf.
Ooh.
A Welsh dwarf?
Hello. I actually positive dwarf I am.
All right, I am actually in between for the Cressine because I should have done this before, but I didn't really think about their race. I just sort of
this is
had this
GM prep.
feeling. So yeah, exactly. This is completely DM prep. So I actually quite like the Konku from Volos.
The Kenku?
Yeah.
They can't speak, right? They can only mimic.
Can they mimic? I haven't actually looked at
Yeah,
their
they
thing.
can only copy.
Yeah, from what I remember, the Kenku, they have no kind of original thought. They basically keep this kind of
Yeah, it's flavor.
Oh, okay. So I was just looking at the summary. I didn't
Kiri
look
from
at the thing.
Critical Role.
basically.
Oh,
I'd like-
Okay. Probably they'll be lizard folk then. They'll be
Kill
lizard folk.
people.
There's so much race. You can use some of it.
So yeah, so the Brazilian are going to be lizard folk.
Okay.
So that gives you some information.
Nice.
JD.
So Thok is after treasure from big crocodile people.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want leather boots.
Leather boots isn't shiny.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. What else can I... See, this is a problem because I've told you that you're going to be pretty much in a dungeon. So basically, there's not
We're
much.
starting out on the lake, right?
Oh, okay. So When we start the first session, that sounds really loud and echoey. Oh, the door. One
Because the
second.
cats open the door.
Yeah, maybe we can get some
Because there's certainly someone taught
pre-episode 1 in. But
Yeah.
He's so cute when he opens the door.
Someone.
Yes. All right, that's a bit better. So, okay, so when we start the first stream on the, if I'm correctly, the 26th of
26th.
October, yeah, 9 till 1 possibly, depends how long you guys do it for.
9 till 4 probably.
I'm not forever.
Maybe, yeah, forever.
9 till 10.
24-hour stream, yeah. But we will start with where you will be. So in the text RP, if you go a bit further, you find certain things, whatever. And then from there, we'll continue. We may jump a bit forward, depending on how much you RP, which will probably be a lot. And then something will happen, however you get there, and you will, generally start, the actual time of the session in the dungeon. So yeah. So
Gonna be a dungeon crawl.
it's going to be a dungeon crawl. Yeah. So make
Love
sure
it.
you've got dark
Fox
vision or
doesn't
torches.
crawl. He walks everywhere.
Alright, well, like, okay. What am I more called?
I like that. Do you guys have any questions for me as such that I can
A
totally
lot,
wreck on?
So is it daytime or nighttime?
In the dungeon.
I would say that what would it be if it's the Arctic and it's around end of October? I'm guessing it would be more like winter, wouldn't it? So it'd be much darker.
Yeah, 4-hour days.
Like,
Yeah.
exactly, yeah. Yeah,
So
4 hour
that's
days.
why it's daytime elsewhere in the world, because the sun's not here.
Yeah.
That makes so much sense.
Fox's head explodes from silence.
I just realised that none of the be available
breaking up.
on roll 20. There seem to be no paladin spells.
Copy and paste job.
Yeah, that's what I did with a lot of my visibility spells that I chose from D&D Beyond. Manually, back then,
Yeah, I had to give
That's not how they work.
Fox backgrounds copied and pasted as well. His
Yeah.
Wanderer, his Outlander background and stuff, because there's
I wonder if I
Stuff you
should
get
have
from
my
that,
thing.
yeah.
Oh, by the way, for your character, sorry, for Dory, do you want me to give you an extra character sheet so that you can create your familiar and have a picture as
Yes.
well? Yeah, I can do that, no problem.
If you want, yeah. I'm saying but as well, okay, you can make a little character for my little familiar, but I mean, I think it'd be fine if I just use Roll20 because it has natural pseudo dragon kind of page attached to my character sheet there.
No,
if that's fine.
I meant more like the character sheet so that you've just got the picture. So that you can use whatever picture you want. Because obviously you're going to use the familiar sheet, that's
if you want
fine.
to use
Familiar, you can send it out for perception checks and stuff, so you need a separate roll for that.
Yeah.
You have some basic stats in there.
Yeah, so you would have to do that. I'm not quite sure how I would... I think I'd have to copy the information, wouldn't I, into a character sheet so that you would then be able to put the picture you want for it, or would I just give you an
Just make
NPC?
You should just be able to give him just another
An
character
extra.
sheet that all he needs
Yeah.
to do is to put a picture on. He doesn't even need to fill it out, it's just a picture. And then he should be able to drag that on as well as his own. And
Yeah,
then
but
he'll be able
when
to
he does
control both of them.
initiative rolls for his creature...
Yeah, I don't think it fights.
I don't think familiars take initiative.
No.
Yeah,
No?
character
they have your
York does not let Ilya fight anyway. He would be like, no. Kind of tuck her in his coat, no.
Yeah. The only thing they have to do is you send them out into a dungeon, check out the room, and they have to do it because they're your familiar.
Yes.
And do the perception check and come back.
Oh yeah, you'd need
don't
to put perception on it because you need
Penny,
to.
stop it.
That's pretty much the only thing they can do, I think.
But it would have its own. It would have its own wisdom
Perception skill. Yeah.
and
Passive
intelligence or
Yeah,
whatever.
it basically has an amount of HP, but I think it almost nothing.
So it'd be like so it'd be able to
It's
fill
like
out
a
some
little
individual
scout.
bits. But it wouldn't need to. It wouldn't need to fill out a full sheet of just a couple of skills that.
You could maybe add it as a roll on your
I'm not
own.
trying to make something small be really big. I was just trying to think how you would add the picture to the, because you can only have one picture which is for your own character. So I couldn't remember how you did that, but I'll make sure Snowy is able to have his familiar with a picture. So yeah.
So in the roleplay chat thing, I had Doric send Elia to go find stuff.
Oh,
Just
brilliant!
for fun.
So that's in the RP. Yeah.
Okay, just to let you know. Sorry, please, Snowy, keep going. Sorry, I didn't.
In the chat, disguised as a young woman. Just
Yes, you are. Yeah, with the red hair, green eyes.
yeah, like a cute little Irish girl, I guess if you want, or something like a young Reba McEntire, I guess.
I like
That
that.
reminds me, Doric is still missing. I need to go find him.
That's right, yeah.
Oh, I so need to take the spell now, which I can see through all disguises, because that'd be really funny to watch. Everyone's like treating you one way, and I'm like, what are they talking about? There's a little flitty dragon. You know?
Yeah.
It's just like, or Doric is just trying to blend in. He's just like, it's not me. I am not Doric. Who's Doric?
What else should I say?
But just to let you know, on my guy's alignment is lawful grumbler, but he's good. It's just I felt that was more in character
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah, I will be a bit harder with the alignments, I think. You know, if you say I'm going to do something and it's against it, I'm going to be like, well, you're lawful good. You shouldn't really do that.
I'm genuinely not sure what to give Thop's alignment because he has
Chaotic
absolutely
neutral.
No idea.
I would say chaotic
He has
neutral. Yeah,
no idea what he's doing.
definitely chaotic
You can
neutral.
You can do anything.
Yeah, exactly. You're not fixed to anything really. You'll be good.
I don't even know what mine is.
What was I going to say? So who technically would be the healer in the group, do you think?
No one.
We don't have any, I think.
Not
No,
even a
we don't have a
paladin?
healer.
Because isn't Kellum's character at the moment...
No, you
Nope.
changed it.
Oh, he changed it. That's right, he did. He is now...
What is he going to like?
I need to check his character sheet. I can't remember now.
I think a wizard, right?
Is it
No,
medicines is-
a ranger. Ranger.
Is it
Yeah, he's a ranger, yeah.
You know, technically.
Medicines is for wimps anyway.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I mean, like,
All the
technically,
magic.
Rangers can heal, so technically.
Well, I mean, my guy, I can basically breathe a 150 foot cloud of embers and ash at people.
Ooh.
Hopefully, our enemies won't see where we're going when we run away.
Oh, I think those will heal us or something, but...
Okay, I do have one question to the DM, actually.
Yeah?
The kind of creation I did with Doric, how, like, because there was no option on D&D Beyond for Fairy Dragons, I used the blue as a base. Would you say that I get both Euphoria Breath and Lightning, or would I have to choose between them?
On that link that I sent you, I believe it had Euphoria Breath plus your other breath. So,
Dragon.
so personally, I believe you would get both because it's rules as written, and with that link, it has both listed, and it does not stipulate that you have to choose one or the other. It just lists them both. So, I personally would be happy for you to have both.
I just prefer like normal people.
I think Snowy's happy.
I get Smith Lightning and Euphoria!
Yes.
What is euphoria? Can you
It
explain?
makes everyone feel like high as hell, basically. That's what Euphoria is. It's like
Allies and enemies?
I didn't quite get that point. I'm sorry.
Allies and enemies, or only enemies when you do that?
I can do it on everybody.
Vikal being high.
Oh, that could be interesting. A high rage, or two high raging barbarians running around the dungeon. Yeah, that could be.
Let's have a dance off.
I'm not high. I'm standing on the floor. Thank you very much.
Next thing you know, you're like, you see your fingers talking, and it's like, hello, Doc. We are tired of being used for your weapon. We're going on strike.
Your hands are not working. My hands are talking to me. Hello, hands. Hello.
Yeah.
And what was it that you had,
Galaxy,
Sandra?
dance off.
Yeah, dance off. What was it that you had, Sandra? You mentioned a really fun ability that your dwarf can do, where he just stomps the ground.
Yeah, well, basically, I'm sorry to be a buffing sorcerer. That's just not what happens with my guy. Basically, I do have haste, but I probably won't use it on you, soppy barbarians, with your multiple attack. I use it on myself, but I can do multiple attacks too. Or I can cast multiple spells. But no, so I have a few spells which are just I've basically gone for fire and stone. Those are my two things: fire and stone, and a bit of radiant throughout it.
Nice.
To kind of like be like, yes, I'm a dwarf, but you know, when I'm not like you gobbos, I actually do go up in the sun every now and then. You know, and so I've got things. The only problem is with sorcery, when you organically, like you're building it from 16 at the beginning, you've got to remember, like, sorcerers, when they go up, they can then like replace spells as they go up as well. They get one spell when they go up levels. And so like when I'm doing it, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take stone skin, but then later on you get like level 7. Much better than stone skin. And does the same thing, really. And it's like, well, and then you got to go back and like delete old spells and everything to replace new ones. But yeah, so basically, if you want someone knocked over, if you want some people, or you want me to throw people up into the spell I cannot wait to combat. I've never used any of the spells before. I haven't really ever played like a magic user. So I think one of the spells I'm most desperate to use is this reverse gravity spell.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
Ooh.
Which is just like, yeah, okay, everyone hold on to something. Stomp. He goes up and dies.
Doc grabs his sword.
He's coming.
I grabbed Doc's ankle.
Dwarves probably like kind of yeah. Oh, I was saying Dwarves probably like bite onto like Vikal's foot, just like.
But the great thing is when you reverse falling, so they take damage equal to their falling damage when they hit.
Oh yeah.
So like you go reverse gravity, you've got like the orcs all running at you, 20 orcs running at you. So reverse gravity, all of them then fall 60 feet up to the cabin roof. Take all that bludgeoning damage, and then you fell, and they fall back down the other way. Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, that's good.
Now that's a level 8 spell, but still, it's pretty fun. Yeah, so there's some really cool stuff in here. I'm really looking forward to this.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to like, designing a complete door.
Yeah, you've got
Also,
a bit of a
at level-
dwarf kick at the moment. So,
At level 16, the combat will take ages probably to finish.
probably, yeah.
So much.
So, what's everyone really excited to try out? Because so far from me knowing you personally from this group, I've only seen you be playing in Horde of the Dragon Queen, and so at the moment we're not even level 5 yet. So, what are you so excited about for being a level 16 character
No,
for playing?
being level 16 is what I'm excited about.
Just the level.
yeah, just the high level D&D. It's gonna be so awesome.
Great.
Yeah, for me, it's like the fact that I'm playing a true full caster for the first time ever
Really?
at level 15. That's true. But yeah, really. The one thing that come close is that I played my Warfare Vladimir Velati. That's about it.
Oh yes, you told me a little bit about him. That's cool.
Yeah.
And base level 16. What are you excited about?
I hit things even harder.
I meant you as the player, not as the character.
No, genuinely, I get to hit things really, really hard.
And not feel guilty
Yeah,
about
you're
it
just a
compared to
power player.
Rogar from Horde.
That's true. Yeah, yeah. To be honest, mine's more RP. I've played Thok before, and he was fun.
You was
So
fun.
yeah, I'm looking to step back into Thok's shoes, especially considering he's level 16. So he is. Yeah, he's going to be harder.
You're
I
like
just
this
think
little
like,
toddler. Sorry, yeah.
When they said that, I thought I instantly pitched like a quote from the Dragon Ball Z abridged like thing where Vegeta says to Goku something. He's like, "Goku, you say I'm going to hit him really hard. I'm going to kick you in the." I want to say another word, but
Yeah.
trying to be.
Thank you.
I was waiting on it.
I was just
I'm
like,
gonna kick you in the.
is
I'm gonna
it?
kick you. I'm gonna.
In the shins.
In the,
Yeah.
And I'm also really looking forward to the RP in this group because this is such a great group. All the classes and things we made up, it's gonna be awesome. This is gonna be so much fun.
You guys are so creative. I really enjoyed that.
Thank you. I will say though, like for like kind of character relationships and all that, like out of the party right now, Dork feels that Mikal is his closest friend, even though they don't get along.
Yeah, same for me. Like we knew each other for a while. I think that's what the feel I get. And we have like opposite personalities, but we're still close friends.
I totally think you're
If
the
that
odd
makes sense.
couple. You know, one of you's like super
Exactly.
clean, the other one's
Exactly,
super
yeah.
dirty. Yeah, you're the odd couple. One that loves magic, the other one hates it.
They use like oil and water that mixes and attract, or is that magnet?
It's okay.
I'll think about that one. Hang on.
I swear on stream we
that
should
talk.
have a Thok quote
yeah.
enabled.
It's like-
Basically,
it's
anything
like
Thok
chalk
comes out
and
with.
other chalk. It's like chalk and
Yeah,
other
like
chalk.
in 2019.
Yeah. Yeah, what would
They're
Thok
both
say?
crumbly and taste bad.
That might be pretty close actually to a Thok. Yeah, I like that. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else I can think of because I wasn't, DM wasn't very prepared. But I
I have a quick question.
Yeah, sure.
Have you changed your? Can you? This is a roll 20 question, so I'm asking other people who are changed. Nice. When you have, because I've never had really as a character. Do you have to have your like logo, or can you change that, or do you have to go out into your?
I can show you how to do that. But basically what you do is as soon as you open your character sheet,
I can't hear you.
You cut.
I
You
didn't
cut out.
actually.
You cut out.
who? Xandra or me?
You did.
You.
Message.
But I'm back now, yeah?
You're back now.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically with your
Come back.
character sheet, when you first open it, you will want to click on the bio and info
Yep.
next to the character sheet tab. Then at the
Yep.
top right, next to the little magnifying glass, there's a button called edit.
Yeah, I've done that.
Click on
and I
that.
put my picture.
You got your picture there, and that is now your
Yeah.
token. You just need to save at the bottom right, I think. Just click save.
Yeah, I know, but my character is not being shown like as my because there's no camera on Roll20.
Oh, that would have to be that would be your
I
your
don't
That's your
This is a
This is a roll
profile.
20 profile pic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just wanted to check that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, I've got. I just need to do my writing about. I just need to write up Garadrin's bio now.
Yeah.
I've got all his spells. Yes.
You guys should You should remember we know each other. So
Yes.
put in some flavor in there.
We know each other. All right. Okay. So
Yeah.
there's a barbarian who really doesn't like. There's a dwarf who kept looking at you. Because I'm a dwarf. Because I'm a dwarf. And dwarfs have treasure. You know, you bring it with you. You bring your treasure with you. No, I don't have any treasure. No, well, you got a mining. You just got to have gold. No.
All right.
And then I remember, and I buzzy noise in my ear the majority of the time that I was walking around with you guys before it. Now I'm sort of like, oh wait, was that not the voice?
Do you know what? I cannot wait to see how Gladrin types in the Text RP channel and, you know, really connects with you guys. Hint, hint. Go and talk to them in character. But no, because you guys are already doing, like, what I'm reading in it. Oh my god. When I got home from work today and I was reading how Vikel was... how Doric was winding up Thok. I was like, this is gold. This is seriously gold. So I'm like, yeah, that was so good. And I can't wait to continue with that.
You know what though? Mm-hmm. You know what? If we become Critical Role famous campaign, not all of them. Just something like why didn't we start with level characters earlier?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I think the reason I wanted you guys to be level 16 was stupidly, I've never done a DM session. Let's be clear about that. I've never DM'd. But I do think I've picked up a few bits and bobs from Xander's DMing and from Miniax's and from a couple of things I've seen. So I think I get the gist of a few bits and bobs. I will probably stop and say, can someone tell me if this is correct? Because I know that most of you are you are more of an expert than I am. So I will probably be very happy for you to help me if I feel like I'm a bit confused about something.
We will all help you, but you're doing great.
Yeah, well, I haven't even started yet, so let's be honest. I've only created a map and told you some flavour bits. That's it. You've not technically done anything.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, like, if I ever, like, kind of help you with stuff, like, if I ever, like, you know, kind of say stuff, I hope it doesn't come off as, like, say, like, kind of rule, a rule lawyering or whatever, by accident or something.
No, I mean, rule lawyering, I'm not keen on, to be fair. I mean, if you explain something to me and I get it quite quickly, then that's fine. If it takes me forever, I'm just going to wing it and say, look, just for this time or whatever, I'm just going to do it this way.
Yeah.
So,
Just
I want
remember,
you to
the
keep
GM
going.
is the boss. Whatever the rules are, you decide what we do.
I know, but I want to be consistent though. I don't want to be like 5 minutes ago you did this and this rule and I gave this result, but now I've changed it because I can't remember what that was. So, you know, the equation of how I did it. So I do want to be as consistent as I possibly can, you know. I will say that you guys need to have a bit of teamwork.
Oof, it's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
Not.
I mean, I will be adding some possible puzzles. I'm not sure how much and to what extent to how it would fit with the story I want to give you guys. So
Doc has that down.
yeah, probably. But I will say that it is very unlikely that you will face something that is on its own.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine, yeah.
Well, of course it won't be on its own. We'll be there.
Hey, I'm back.
5 frost giants.
But yeah, I don't think there's anything else I can really say about the story or the map so far without giving anything else away. I've already spoiled two possible monsters, which is the frost giant and the Remohaz, which is classed as a huge creature. Sorry?
I was curious to what those creatures are. You mentioned the second one.
I will post you a picture. Yeah, Google. I don't mind if you Google, to be fair. I've spoiled it, so you are free to have a look. But yeah, they have two abilities. They can bite and they can swallow. They are 15 by 15 feet,
Google,
and they are
Ras,
CR
Matt,
11, crit
Taz.
11. Yeah, Remo has.
Okay.
Yeah,
And Doric is very tall.
I googled razzmatazz and nothing came up.
it's not razzmatazz.
No worries.
Fuck Google that.
Oh god, I'm gonna Google it.
Like,
Yeah.
how do you spell Google?
Alta Vista.
Sorry,
I wonder who'd be like.
Oh yeah, sorry. Sorry.
Sorry. Yeah. I was just gonna say. Out of all of us, who'd be the newest to the little kind of group? Like, say, like, well, because know each other the most, and Thok is currently Dark's little plaything.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Well, what about the other two? Who would you say would be like the newer or like ones that like the rest of us don't know as much?
Well,
would you say?
technically from the RP chat is what I would base it on. So who's been really chatting with each other. So to be fair, I would probably say then Xander would be the one you don't really know very well, and maybe a little bit on. Even though you like messing around with him and you've been with him for a while, I would probably still say that you wouldn't know Thok intensely well. You just get a general sense of him. Oh, he likes treasure.
To be fair,
I know there's not much. Yeah, Thok doesn't know
to
much.
be fair, Thok doesn't know Thok.
No, he doesn't.
So,
Callum's character is a bit of a loner, so I don't think any of us know him really well.
Yeah.
Well,
He's
don't forget. I mean, although you've been around each other for a while, let's say for a few months, maybe 4 or 5 months. It depends how long you feel that your promise that needs to be fixed could take, and then traveling to your native location, whatever, to fix another person in the group, because you have empathy for them. So that's why you're happy to help each other. So that's up to you, like travel time and how long the problem could be. That sort of thing.
I imagined we did like a quest together as a party.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
helping each
As a party.
other fix what the Krazines didn't do enough. That is definitely the first quest. Then the second quest.
Well, basically, Thok saw a dwarf with a mining.
Okay.
This is it. It's the mother load. It's like just sees this dwarf walking by with a mining axe. Here we go. Oh, he's going for something. Yes.
Yeah.
Not so creepy though, I don't think, Xander.
That's just my I've been teaching weak voice.
We're breaking
it
up.
just ends up being like
No.
Yeah. Okay. I think.
I would think he doesn't have a clue how long he's been with the party because he doesn't know the difference between a day and a week.
No, he doesn't. I don't
We
think
just
so.
all take
You do
Thok for
realise-
granted, I think.
right.
When there's a fight, we send in the Thok.
Yeah, I want some dinner.
I tell
And
you
then I'll
what,
run
I
up
will always,
to you.
I will
Just
always
leave you.
remember how much my character Raina had such, commitment to help Thok in eventually, because Raina was very much she was a half elf, forest elf, and she was into medicine, basically the healer of the group. But she was very timid and she hadn't had much experience, and she was very much a mother hen, and if someone has a physical ailment, she'll rush in and help. But if someone's sad, she does exactly the same thing. So when Thok was sad, not finding the dog, she transforms back in the dog and was like, you can pet me, you can be the only one that pets me, because she would rather do that than have a party member sad, basically, even if she wasn't that happy about it.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to start making.
You're breaking up now, but guys, I think we're
I'm
gonna
not
call
trying
it.
to. Sorry, just
No, I know
okay.
you're not.
Sorry, I'm just saying. I'm probably going. I said I'm probably going to go to bed now because if I'm going to be up tomorrow, we're going to be having a great good game. To get some sleep.
Yeah, that's all right. I was saying as you were breaking up that I'm gonna call it for today's session anyway, because I want to try and keep around 1 a.m. and not go too long, because we do want to sleep.
Yeah, I need sleep.
Which one's later, 1 a.m. or 1 p.m.?
A.M.
Well, later in the day, I would say 1 p.m.
I think that's earlier.
I would say 1 a.m. was early in the day. Very early in the day. Let's confuse stuff even more. Yeah.
I need to find a clock.
Yes, you do. All right, guys. So
I
have
think
you?
that's a stream.
Definitely.
What?
So, guys, have you had a nice time just having a little chat?
Yeah, it's been fun. It's been awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Because
Yeah,
I was
wanted to say
thinking,
this was great.
lovely. I was thinking that in. I'm trying to think how long we've got to the 26th. Actually, not long. Actually, it's the 12th today. So I was thinking of maybe doing one or two more chat streams before our actual one shots. If everyone's happy with that.
Yeah.
How many fingers is that?
I'm too tired to count myself personally. All right, guys. I am going to sign off. I've been a long day, so I'm not going to do a raid tonight. But I would like to say thank you to Kellum. I would like to say thank you to Many More Games. I'd like to say thank you to Snowy. He was in the same. Yeah, Many More Games was in the same room with me. I'd like to say thanks. You've put me off now. Snowy and Point and Bases. Please check us out on Discord for games that we do and things like that. Along with what else do we need to mention? Normally, Bases of Operations does a stream every Thursday for doing his terraforming games for Skyrim, which will be really fantastic because I've missed it. It's only been a week and I missed watching it because it's really good.
I'll be back on Thursday, 10 o'clock my time.
Super. What else? So we've got the one shot on the 26th. We also have our normal Friday campaign. We weren't able to do it today, so we chatted about the one shot. So next, are we doing the campaign tomorrow? If everyone's free.
I'll try and be here.
I can. Unless I'm playing with my group on Saturday.
Okay, so just keep us posted then. But normally for the viewers at home, we generally do it on a Friday, 9 a.m. till 1 a.m. 9 p.m. till 1 a.m. Thank you.
9:30 maybe.
Yeah, GMT plus 1 or 2 if you count the summertime.
There's normally GMT plus.
Technically, you count the summertime, but yeah, whatever. It's still plus 1 to whatever UK is. Anyway. Last thing I'm going to say is I will be doing a charity event soon. I think I need to update the date on the command, so I won't do the command for it tonight. But yeah, that'll be for the charity Mind. It'll be a 24-hour stream at the weekend. I'll let you know the date, and it'll be here on this channel. I'll be doing knitting and miniature painting and gaming and anything to keep me awake, basically. And the
Sleeping.
Mind, yeah, maybe sleeping, yeah. I'll do a Truman Show, yeah. But yeah, so the Mind charity is a mental health charity, and they've been very fantastic, and they've helped me certainly at certain times in my life as well. So I do have great appreciation for what they do. Definitely a personal one too. Anyway, I've talked a lot. So I will sign off now, and again, thank you to everyone that's been here. Thank you for wanting to do a one shot with me as a DM for like the first time ever. That's really cool. So thanks, guys.
Thanks, Missy. This was great.
Awesome. All right. Night, guys. Take it easy. Bye.
Bye.